and welcome to I Want to Grow. And I Want to Grow is all about that, right? It's about our growth. And all of us wants to grow. With our guests, it's a little different. They're all about helping others grow. And with this podcast is a real special one for me because I'm working today with somebody that I admire and he's an inspiration to me. Ahmed, thank you for joining us on the podcast today.
Thank you for the great introduction, Steve. It's always a pleasure to be sitting with you, discussing with you. I'm Ahmed Elfangary, DHL Express Qatar country manager. I have been in Qatar now for 2 years. I'm happy to be allocated in Qatar. It's always a pleasure to work for a multinational company that moves you from country to another, coming from different experience, different culture to state of Qatar, which is I'm glad to be here today with you.
You are part, as you can see, you are part of DHL.
I am.
Okay, and you've been part of DHL for quite a few years now, where you really done some big things when it came to Egypt.
Yeah, this is when I started my journey actually with DHL in Egypt as the Egypt country manager for DHL Express. This was back on 2015. We had a lot of experience, challenges. Definitely, as you know, experience comes with challenges or because of challenges that we face. But I'm quite happy with the progress, what happened in Egypt during my time and the achievements we had in there.
And now you're the country manager for Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
And you've done some amazing, incredible things. And we're going to talk about the initiative shortly. But you really have got a wonderful team in DHL.
Yeah.
I've been experienced it myself so many times. And you really have, from the top down, you've got a family there, a community that goes out and serves everybody.
I'm happy with the team that we have. Actually, it is a blessing to have such a strong team ground. The team is what makes things successful. If you don't have a right team on the right place on the right time, then you won't be able to deliver anything or achieve anything. So we do all activities together. We meet Friday, Saturday, we do paddle together. We go for lunch, dinner, celebrate birthdays. We do everything together. Like it is a family culture. It's not easy though. Each one of us coming from different country, coming from different background. But under DHL, we are all working as one.
Yeah, and you have got it's multicultural there.
Yeah.
So it's not the easiest things to deal with, but you've got it as a family, that's for sure.
Yeah, we do have around 30 nationalities working here in Qatar. So it's not easy if we do work in different company rather than DHL, because DHL have set it all for us. There is a certain ethics process or ethics culture where everyone can work with ease, delivering their best towards the company goal. So we all meet for or work together to achieve the goal, which is again what the team is built for. The team is working closely to each other. We support if there is a challenge in any department, so you can see others giving a hand without even asking, which is I'm happy to be part of this amazing team.
And I've been a fan of yours from the first moment I saw you or met you. The first time I met you, let's go on to that story.
Yeah.
It was in your office. I didn't know what I was going to pitch you with, but I was there pitching you with some type of idea. And I remember Yulia looking up and saying to me, Steve talks a lot. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to find out exactly how we could work together. I knew that you were a big international company that had hundreds of employees, that you were setting the world alight with all your getting better at what you do, getting those parcels to people. And I knew that that's what you were doing. And I'm just trying to think how I fit in or how our company, Soutien, fits in. And we just kept on talking. We kept on talking about different experiences. And I remember, I'll never forget it, when you looked up and said, oh, we're doing something for SMEs.
Yep.
And from there, tell us about the initiative you're now running.
Okay, before going to the initiative, I thought before meeting you that I speak a lot. Till we met together, then I discovered I'm okay.
You're definitely okay. Definitely okay.
But I don't know in the early beginning that what we are going to work together in. But having those discussion and the healthy talks where you know the person or the company in front of you, how you can collaborate. Because in first time we sat together, you mainly are into consultation for setting up a business. We have been in the country now for almost 45 years. And by the way, we are celebrating DHL Global 55 years. So it's DHL birthday now. For 55 years, and we are at 45 years in Qatar. So 10 years after DHL starts globally, starts in Qatar, which is something we are proud of. Now, when we start talking about SMEs and what we believe on supporting others, and I can't thank you enough for believing on the idea and how do you see it and looking for the support. And I remember you said, all my efforts are there, I'm supporting it, let's do that, let's do this. This was like, there is a hope of supporting others, and there are people on the planet whom are believing to pass their experience to others. And here where we started to look into partners, and you guys started to get us connected to partners whom we see everyone were, wow, this is great. Yes, we want to be in this initiative or this program. As you know, Steve, this is the first private sector initiative for supporting SMEs. Supporting SMEs is a big thing. We are coming from experience, on-hand experience. So when we speak about logistics, which is our field, it's an accumulated experience for, if I talk about my team only, we are talking about at least 200 years of an experience in this sector. So with different dynamics, different experience, definitely you will be able to give a startup or an SME company whom just started to operate our accumulated experience from IT, from marketing, from HR, from logistics operations to management to those startups. When you can see this is being offered in gold plate, this won't be there in any other initiative. So I'm really excited about it. There is no end for this because you keep educating people and generations to come. I'm really happy and thankful for your support for this initiative.
I saw the burning in you. I see the biggest thing that I saw most of all is the way that you have that family in your place of work, that family that is so tight. Like you mentioned about if somebody has a problem, then the marketing, the sales, the operations will all come together. Mm-hmm. And they do it without even thinking. It's something that's installed to them. Yeah. So when we started talking about this initiative, I could already see what you do with your own business. And then I looked at it and thought, what can you do with the SME world? And as you said, logistics, it's always a difficult one when it's in a different country about the complications of logistics. But you're going to be able to empower so many people when it comes to that. So many kind of explaining to people the customs procedures, explaining to people the paperwork, explaining to people how to get a package from A to Z, explaining that if you packed it this way instead of the way that you're packing it right now, we can halve the cost. Can you imagine just on those points how you're going to empower those individuals out there, where people can now start thinking about importing and exporting? And those are the things that you're going to do. And it was easy for me to see. And you just went with it, you and your staff. And I remember that day you brought members of staff in, and everybody was saying, yeah, this is great. And it just went from there, because all we had to do then was let other people know about your idea, about your concept, your initiative. And now look at it. It's like, I'm not even going to try and name all of those, but we've got nearly 8 partners right now. And we are talking Microsoft, Altamimi Law. Everybody knows what Microsoft does. You've got CBQ that's going to come and explain about when it comes to finances and raising finances. These powerhouses are going to be able to explain to people, and they're going to empower those people to go on and take it to the next level. Yes. And all of you guys have got relationships in different parts of the world, especially the Middle East. Mm-hmm. And that's where this whole SME initiative is going to go to special places. Yes. And it's just so good to be part of it with you. I really love this SME to SMEs. And do you want to tell us what that stands for?
It's subject matter expert to SMEs. So it's good catch. It's something would make it easier for others to understand, and this is what it is. It is us, or I don't want to call myself as an expert, but I'm saying the logistics experts and other partners' expertise to SMEs, which is this is what we are looking for.
It's a beautiful phrase. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, it's a great one, and I'm really looking forward for seeing the effect of it on SMEs production, on how their day-to-day business running after getting the. It is not gonna be one session that we will have. Definitely, as you know, we'll have broadcasts, we'll have webinars, we'll have open days for them to visit our facility and our partners' facilities, get education from the expert in each field. So if you can look into it as an SME, what you would be needing more than that, it's everything is there. It's a challenge. I have friends, and definitely you have friends whom started the business wrong, and this is where they have to pay a lot of money, and I see this money is a waste. We are just coming from an conference where we're talking about sustainability, we are talking about global warming, and waste shouldn't be in our dictionary anymore, because if we really cooperate with each other and believe on each other's success, then there is no waste, there is no trial and errors. You will get the experience from experts, you will get the knowledge, which is you as passionate about what you do. I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm happy to help and give a hand to each and everyone who needs it. A lot of mistakes happened. You were just mentioning about packaging. This is a small example of how would it be making a big difference on making a package for for an item with that small packaging. People on the early days looks into how it is gonna be looking. Is it fancy? Is it luxury? They don't look into the cost of shipping, not only shipping, cost of storage, cost of the packaging, how it is like the time of moving the shipment. What would be there will be damages of this packaging or not? So a lot of experience that we have seen with others and experience during our time of logistics as we facilitate the trade. This is the core job of each or every logistics company, is to facilitate the trade from point A to point B. Us as a cross-border company, which is DHL Express mainly, we are doing cross-bordering. This is where we take SMEs globally and we help them to grow. With this, I see it an educational program more of than anything else. Will be helping them to reach to their goal.
I think what's so good, we've been planning this now for 3 to 4 months.
Yep.
And virtually every single week, we get 8, 9 partners all coming together because they see the potential of this initiative.
Yeah.
And they come and we meet and we discuss and we plan, and we've got a whole year's calendar of different information that we're going to be putting out there from some of the best experts in the world.
Yes.
I don't know of any other company or any other initiative that's ever done this.
I'm really surprised with the engagement level of all partners and their teams, because it is not one person who does it. It's the team of this company who work together to come up with those outputs. I'm surprised with my team, actually. You always ask the team to do something, and sometimes they come to you with what their work. You have to put some inputs. You do things that, okay, you need to put here to add something, to add there. But with this initiative on a specific, the team of mine where I can speak about is giving me the stuff that I wouldn't even dream of. which tells me how big how much they are engaged to it. Like if you are really engaged and believing on the idea, then you really deliver high quality of output. So I'm really optimistic. I'm seeing it flying. We'll start in Qatar. I think this is starting point, and I'm sure it will be going into not only regional level, but it will fly to global. And if not only global, we'll go to the space. Like,
yeah. So. I honestly think that this could be worked anywhere in the globe.
Yeah.
Anywhere, because it's got that power. And as you said, your staff, your team, I know Diana, it's like, I remember her being away on holiday, but she was still working with making sure that everything was in place, which is, again, a testament to your team, because you've done some amazing things. With this, we're not far from launching this. We're going to be running it over a year, as we said. There's going to be so many different other things that we're going to be tagging along with when it comes to coffee mornings, when it comes to engaging with people, mentoring on one-on-ones with certain specific experts in that field. There's so much that we're going to be trying to achieve. Did you think from that first day that we met that we could achieve and be where we are right now?
No, and I think we will even achieve much more. I'm sure that we are now at 8 to 9 partners. We'll have list of partners that we can't count anymore. So everyone will be giving a hand for the initiative. Everyone will be supporting, because it's an inner thing. Like, people has this by nature of giving a hand. You see a business card falling down on the ground, you give a hand to pick it up. So by nature, it is there in each and every one, but need someone to move it. Like, let's do that. With such an amazing partners and amazing management from Sutian's side, amazing team of each and every partner, will definitely be flying and having more and more achievements than what we are even dreaming of. We are seeing DHL in Qatar, how it is being positioned now. As you know that we were not flying to Qatar before, so we started to fly in January this year, and we are thinking of connecting this with all our initiatives. Like, we will fly the initiative as well as we are flying the packages.
Oh, wow.
So the movement of it's coming from logistics perspective. People look into logistics, or they don't know what's happening on the ground, on the background. What's to move a shipment, like taking it from here to there. They see it easy. They don't know the complexity and how to make this as a seamless operation. Where we were successful as well on last year to move customs in, where to reduce the number of movement the shipment, which, people would look, okay, what would make a difference than having customs in the airport or in your facility? But it's a huge difference. The difference simply is reducing the movement of each box many times and having it moving quickly and fast, reducing the possibility of losses, of damages, and there is a lot of data privacy, a lot of ownership to a very high level in the whole team. So just giving an example of the efforts being there done from the team and how would this be benefited by the SMEs. So I'm optimistic, thankful for Sutian and believing on this. Definitely, I can't say enough about the team of mine behind this, Diana and her team, as well as the partners team who will be leading on this.
Yes, it's quite phenomenal, but it was led by your wonderful way, and I'm really proud to be part of this, because it's going to be something special. And I can't wait. A little bit nervy now. We're coming to the start. We're coming to the launch. So now it's put up, right? We've got to make it happen.
As we coming closer to the start, I'm really optimistic and getting more energized. Not worried at all. As I mentioned today, we were having an event where we talk to other people, so they're really happy to be there, ambassadors. Whom they are away of this business, or they are not into this a lot, but whoever hears about it is, let's go, let's do it. What do you want? We can support. So,
but I think the network that we're going to build over this next year is going to be quite phenomenal.
Yes,
I don't see any other better network that got the possibilities of really making changes, and I think it's going to pull so many people together. And I think that's what we've seen in these last few months, is how people want to engage and how people want to get involved. Even if they're not the private sector, even if they're government-led, they're wanting to play some type of role, because they were one of the people that looked up and said, hey, private sector, come and give us a hand, please. We want to drive this SMEs. What can you do? And this is where you've stepped up to the plate, and look at what we've achieved so far. Now we've got to do the business. But I think that's the easy part, because of the expertise. Like you said, 300 years of expertise. It's like, when you look at it that way and you look at the partners that we've got on board, oh my word, there's so many experts that can give some real value. Because SMEs are normally operators, right? When do they get to the stage where they can really look at how the operation is working well, but how can they market themselves? How do they go into different countries? How can they expand themselves? And I think, again, with the network that you're creating, or we're creating, is going to be something very, very special.
it is. And I would put myself in the SME or the founder of an SME shoes, where can I afford to have those expertise to work for the company, or give me the idea or the experience they have towards me? And definitely the answer will be no. And we're giving it for free for their success. So we will see this, and we'll be happy and proud one day that we're sitting there and having coffee together, or sitting in the same place where we had breakfast and then started to talk about it more deeply. With you, Diana, and Julia, where we will say this is where we started and where we are now, and proud of the success of others, because this is what the initiative or the program is for, is seeing others successful. So yeah, I'm optimistic, I'm energetic, I'm ready in full power. I'll give the whole support, whatever needed for this initiative. I believe on it, and again, thank you.
Congratulations. I can see there's going to be many, I would say, life-changing moments are going to happen over this next year, and going forward into different countries, into different parts of the world. And I'm glad to be part of this journey with you, and with all your team and our team and all our partners. I think it's going to be quite special.
You are a big motive into this initiative, and you especially is one of the crucial parts of it. So thank you.
You are so special. You really are so special.
Thank you
so much indeed. And I look forward to giving regular updates, if we can, on a regular basis, to say exactly how the events are going and what we achieve from those events.
Yeah, looking forward, and thank you again.
Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening. This was very special to us. You keep listening, because this is where we help others grow. As I said at the very beginning, we all want to grow, but sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's hard. But what we want to try and do is make sure that you don't have to work as hard as you would have had to. We're going to bring those experts to you. They're going to show you how they do their business and how they can help you grow. Okay, thanks for listening this week. Thank you so much indeed. Bye for now.